a stay-at-home dad, watching Disney movies he never had. His daughter digs through all the VHS, crushing the classics in a princess dress. Informed like Scuttle, Kurt's got your ticket, making it real like Jiminy Cricket. Most are off the Captain Hook, but if the Tweedledum, he'll be taking more shots than Bambi's mom. Leaves him raised like Simba, or cracked like the beast dishes. He'll show you a whole new world, you won't need 3 wishes. Stay at home, Disney Dad.
Walt Disney's Cartoon Classics starring Mickey and Minnie Volume 6. I'll always remember this opening song from a commercial from back in my childhood. And it was for these videos, I believe. It was in a commercial break from the greatest episode of the 1969 animated Spider-Man series ever made. I recorded it off TV one Saturday morning. I probably watched this thing back, not even joking, probably over 100 times. Like when Spidey punches Mysterio across the bar, it was like crack for me as a kid. Anyway, this commercial played in that episode and I'll never forget it. Let's do this. Let's press play. Technicolor. We start with The Little Windmill. Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights on. No, that's Little Windmill. Oh, I was so close to singing. Okay. Minnie is baking a pie, and the heavenly aroma of Minnie's pie sends Mickey floating to the windowsill, and he's wearing a hat like he's gonna sell Springfield a monorail. She's like, garden for me, and I'll give you some of my sweet pie. And Mickey thinks that's a fair trade, and that's a pretty fair trade. Mickey will do anything for Minnie's pie, but the Tasmania devil comes. Well, it's a whirling thing anyway. The night will go on, my little windmill. So close. Obviously, if you're raking leaves in exchange for some sweet, sweet pie, the last thing you want is a whirlwind coming and up, but that's exactly what happens here. Minnie comes outside to finally present Mickey with her pie for a job well done, and the yard is a mess. She's not too happy, and Mickey backs away and ends up wearing cake on his head. There's lots of lessons there, lots of relationship lessons in that one, okay. Now we get a VO of Mickey saying he's off to Hawaii to get away from Minnie. Okay. Hawaiian Holiday is up next. For someone who wanted to get away from Minnie, we open with Mickey showing her what his fingers can do as he rocks the slide guitar. Minnie hula dances for him. Goofy is going surfing. That should end well. Spoiler, it does not end well. Donald is going hula dancing now, and I have a new respect for Donald Duck from the last 6-7 years. He was kind of a white noise character for me, but my daughter fell in love with him when she was like 1 to 3. She was obsessed with him. Duck! Pluto chases a starfish as Goofy fights with his surfboard, and oh, more memories. This is one of the cartoons they would show on the Magical Express bus. Oh, bring that bus back, Disney World. Please, I love that bus. And then the mail you would get on your door the second last day of your trip, reminding you that the bus was taking you back to the airport the next day. Such a vacation blow each and every time, even though you were expecting it. Sadness. It was such a sad moment, such a sad morning. So this short gives me mixed emotions. Watching this cartoon on the Magical Express from the airport on the way to the resort, wonderful. Watching this on the Magical Express bus on the way from the resort back to the airport, I hate this cartoon. It also ends kind of dark when Goofy lands in the sand and it's like his grave and his surfboard is his tombstone. Now Mickey and Minnie go to the movies and watch The Brave Little Tailor. I feel like I've already reviewed this, but a quick Google search of all the compilations I've covered. No, I have not. Mickey is sewing and flies are swarming him. Gross. There's panic on the streets because the giant is on his way to the kingdom. Mickey lies and tells people that he killed like 7 giants, and that rumor spreads and gets all the way to the king. The king summons Mickey and wants him to kill this giant that's on his way to the kingdom. Whoopsie doodle, Mickey. But then Mickey, when he's in front of the king, he doesn't back down from his lies and he continues to embellish and just make stuff up. And the king is like, all right, get at it, giant killer. And once the giant is dead, he's gonna pay Mickey 1,000,000 gold coins. And Mickey's like, no. And he's like, I'll give you 2,000,000 gold coins. And Mickey says no. So he offers Mickey 6,000,000 gold coins and access to Princess Minnie. And she's like, I'm in. And the money didn't motivate our young tailor, but more of Minnie's pie sure does. She waves him goodbye as he bumbles down the path to intercept this giant. He has no idea what he's doing. Suddenly Mickey's in the giant's shadow and he's trying not to get trampled. Mickey hides in a pumpkin cart, but then he gets eaten like he's in the giant's mouth and the giant's choking on Mickey Mouse. The giant picks up a well and he dumps water into his mouth, and the perspective is from inside his mouth looking out, and this animation scene is about 70 years ahead of its time. He also picking up a well full of water is impossible. Then the giant rolls a fatty and uses a stove to light it. God, I love how fast and loose these old cartoons were. Suddenly Mickey is on the giant's nose and head, and then he goes on the attack with the scissors, but we all know scissors don't beat giants. Scissors only beat paper. It's okay to laugh at that. You're good people. You're good people. Mickey uses his thread in Gulliver Travels. Is that right? Is that the right reference? The giant. And then they set up a carnival around his dead body, and Mickey and Minnie make out hard on the Disney carousel, and I now have new relationship goals with my wife.
That's what I think about.
What do you think?
What we have is a concern about Curtis Anderson. His interviewing style is not the best. His personal appearance is not the best. I was wondering if the man has some kind of a hold over the channel that he's allowed to be employed for so long with the standards of journalism and personal appearance that